Alright, hello, my name is Christopher Gaudina. Today I'm going to be showing off another tutorial using UDK, the little engine toolkit that I showed you in my previous video. And for this tutorial we're going to be setting up an event where you can go ahead and open and close a door, have your player walk into a trigger, have your player walk out, and have it play that event, and just to make your levels a little bit more interesting. So yeah, just like I explained in my last video, you'll start off in this little starting area, the starting block where you can go ahead and build off of. For the sake of this video, I just went ahead and added a random texture to this big cube that we had here, just to make things a little bit easier to see, and you're not having a white box just glaring over your vision. So yeah, we'll go ahead and start with setting our door up first. So go ahead and open your content browser. From this point, you want to go ahead and search for a door up here, and have your static meshes box here selected, just so it's easier to find a door. So for this tutorial, we're going to be using this SM doorway 04. So have whichever door you want to use selected. Make sure the yellow box is around it. Go ahead and right click somewhere in your world, and you're going to want to add an actor. So from here, add actor, add all templates, and you're going to want to go and add an interp actor. So make sure that the names on here and then the one on your door is the same. So for me it's SM doorway 04, and then over here on my content browser it's SM doorway 04. So once you have that all clarified, you can go ahead and select that, and you'll open up this window here. So basically, if your if the name of your door isn't selected on here, just right off default, just go ahead and hit this green arrow, and it should pop up with the name that you have selected over here in your content browser. So have that. Go ahead and hit OK, and then this will place a door into the world. From here, you want to just go ahead and close your content browser. You won't be using it for the rest of the time. From this point on, have your door selected. So go ahead and right click again, and we're going to add another actor, and we're going to add a trigger, and this is what causes the player to be able to open the door. So very important, you want to go ahead and scale this. So we'll open up our 4 windows. You want to go ahead and be able to scale this to fit the door, height wise and length wise. So kind of mess around with the tools here, kind of put this in the middle and go ahead and scale it. Use your scale tools up here, your 4 tools here, kind of make it fit around your door, not too big and not too small. So we have it lengthwise there. Now we want to go ahead and go to this window here and adjust the height a little bit. So let's use our movement tool, kind of scale that, make it a little bit taller, and we should be okay. Cool. So that'll be the trigger around our door that we have selected here. As simple as that. Just want to go ahead and scale the trigger around the door, just so the player can walk in this area here, open the door, and then once they walk out of the area, it'll close the door automatically. So cool. From here on out, you want to go ahead and start the event sequence itself. So we want to go ahead and open Kismet. You'll be open with this window. This would be your sequence window, where we go ahead and set up the background of this door opening. So we want to go ahead and add a new matinee. So right click in this area, new matinee, and then you'll be popped up with this matinee. You have a couple nodes here. You have play, reverse, stop, pause, change dir, reverse, and completed nodes. So for the sake of this video, we will only be focusing on play and reverse, because once we enter the level, we want to go ahead and be able to play our door opening, and we want to be able to reverse it, so kind of have that opening and closing effect. So from here, you want to go ahead and have your trigger selected. So kind of move around your windows, make sure you can see everything. Have your trigger selected. Right click once again, and you can add a new event using trigger underscore whatever number. So I've already placed a couple triggers within the level, so this is why it's number 5 and not number 0. Usually it'll be number 0 if you're just starting off with scratch. So but for me it's number 5. Might be different for you. Just make sure you have the new event using trigger whatever, and then go ahead and have it as touch, and then this trigger node would pop up now. So like I mentioned, we want to have our player touch the trigger and play the door opening, and whenever they're not touching it, we want to go ahead and reverse it so the door closes. And that is basically the hard part of this tutorial. One more thing, you want to have your max trigger count set to 0. 0 is basically having it to unlimited times where you can use this door opening. So if you just want to have your door open once and close once, just have it to 1. If you want to do it 5 times, have it to 5. But for the sake of this tutorial, we'll have it to 0. So make sure you have everything correct here. Go ahead and close it. And from here on, we are going to set up the sequence. So you know how we added a matinee, so now we have to actually make the matinee. So go ahead and open the matinee over here, and we are open to this window. So just like before, you want to go ahead and kind of adjust your windows to where you can see the trigger in the door as well as your matinee. From here, you want to choose the just have the door selected for now. Go ahead and add, or right click in this area and add a new empty group. You know, name the group wherever you want, whatever you want to. So we'll have door opening as our name. Go ahead and hit OK, and you'll have this new group that you can go ahead and add different events to. So the event that we want to add is have our door opening, and we want to add a new movement track. And this is why we have our door selected, because we want the door to move and nothing else. So add a new movement track, and now we have a movement track for our door. So it gets real easy from here. If you use Unreal 4 at all, you know this is very similar. So this red triangle here indicates how long it's going to take for, or how long we want our event to play. So we don't want 5 seconds, that's a little bit too long. So we want to go and have it to 2 seconds, just right on the dot, just to get more on the snap. Go ahead and have your toggle snap on. That way you're not, you know, trying to guess where the 2 second mark is or where any of that stuff is. You kind of, you know, snap to the second that you want. And from here, you want to go ahead and take this green arrow because it's the actual event that's playing. So we have that, and make it snap onto the 2 second mark as well. So third part to this is you have your black bar here. Make sure this black bar is set all the way to the end of your event, and you're going to want to add a new key. So these keys are basically, hey, this is point A, and this is point B, and then this is how we're going to set up our door. So make sure you have your key selected here at the very end. Make sure you have your door selected, and from here you just want to go ahead and move your door to wherever you want it to open. So we're just going to have it just to right there. And now you'll see that this yellow line as well as this yellow block at the end will form, and this is basically, this is your point A, this is your point B. So point A is closed position, closed B, or point B is your closed position. So if you want to see it working, just go ahead and hit play, or hit reverse first so you can see it closing, and then you can play to see it open, and then you can go ahead and loop it so you can see it kind of how it open and close. So now we have that working, we have everything else working. Go ahead and stop it, and we'll go ahead and close all this. To close it, it'll save, and this will snap back to the position that you wanted to, or that we had it previous. And from here, you're basically done. You can now add these different doors to whatever part of the level you would like. You can go ahead and make the doors even bigger if you want to. It makes no difference. Just make sure you add those matinees, add those triggers, and be able to open and close those doors. So from here, to test it, just go ahead and right click. We're going to go ahead and hit this little arrow so we can see play from here. And from here, actually, let me get the window on this side so you guys can see it. So from here, we have our door here. So you see it'll open. So it'll open from that side because we are inside the trigger. We move away, it'll close. And it's that simple to set up a door. You know, kind of go ahead and do that, set it up, and there you have it. And that's basically it. If you want to go ahead and I know some people had questions about spawning with the gun. Just go ahead and do file, save as, and make sure your level is set up as a DM dash whatever name you want to give it. DM stands for deathmatch, and then that's how you'll be able to spawn in with the gun. So just override it. Yeah, sure, we'll override it. We'll just wait for it to save. And now from here, we can actually go ahead and play from any point that we choose. Go ahead and hit yes on that screen, and from this point on, you can go ahead and see your level, spawning with a gun. You know, kind of shoot around. You can test a lot more stuff. See, it's still working, and it'll close. Oh, and that's basically it. Just make sure you have those different doors set up. Make sure you have your triggers correct. Make sure you set up your matinees, and you'll have a lot of fun. Yeah, that's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys enjoyed something new, or learned something new. Sorry about that. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.